question, what would you do if? Should I accept that my husband and I have not made love in over 2 years? I trust him, but I'm frustrated and he knows it. We used to do it with no problem. He says he's impotent and he doesn't know why. He is willing to do whatever it takes. It wasn't always this way. He is in his early 50s and he has picked up some pounds over the years. We have been trying to go to counseling, but something always comes up. We've tried Viagra. He says it caused chest pains and he couldn't do it any longer. He is also an over-the-road truck driver, so we only see each other maybe once or twice a month. The last time we attempted to make love was about 6 months ago during our anniversary. And when he came home, we had a romantic evening. But when it was time to make love, we came home and then he complained about the house not being clean, and it was. And he ended up leaving for a couple of hours. He came home and we talked, but we didn't make love. Nor have I mentioned it to him since then, and he acts like nothing is wrong. I don't know how long I can do this. Other men are interested in me, and I find myself looking at them also. I still love him, but it's becoming harder to want to be committed to my husband. Should I accept this and get a vibrator, start cheating, or toss the towel in and get a divorce? Hi, this is AnnJee. In response to the question that you had in regards to your husband and you haven't made love in over 2 years, you'll be amazed at how many sexless marriages there are out in the world. And for you to write this, it has to be affecting you like anyone else. So I said to say this: I don't know of any sexless marriages, especially that has been going on as long as yours have, that produce good results. No one who is healthy and able to make love to their partner don't, and especially for over 2 years. So there's definitely something going on. Now, when I say there's something going on, there can be quite a few things you want to check off before you start to assume the worst. So what I would like for you to do is to get a sheet of paper, and these are a couple of questions that I want you to think about. So before you actually make your decision, after what I recommend in the end, your decision will be more based on the facts versus your feelings. Okay, so it's been 2 years. So has it been 2 years? And have you thought before 2 years his erection has started to decrease, meaning he was getting soft, he was impotent, he couldn't maintain an erection? Or did it just stop cold turkey and then you just thought that, okay, something is wrong, but we'll get it together, and it just never came back? The reason why I asked this, because if you notice that his erection had changed, he's at that age actually starting as early as 30, where he can have a lot of health issues that he's not aware of. High blood pressure, diabetes, he can have low testosterone levels, he can have clogged arteries, many things, and even mental disabilities like depression. You'd be amazed, many things like that can actually minimize a person's sex drive and decrease their intimacy level. So you definitely want to make sure, since you said before that he's willing to do whatever it takes, call him on that, and you and he should seek medical attention first. These tests are simple to do. You go to your doctor, it's blood work. Your husband needs to have these tests no matter what, because he wants to be around for a long time. So it's not quote unquote just for sexual, but you want to see what's going on. You yourself can also get tested since you're there, to make sure everything is okay with you. That's the first thing I would do. After you've done that and everything has come clear, there's no underlying illnesses that's going on, and you still have not rectified the issue, you definitely want to start to seek counseling. And do your research on counseling, because not every counselor is the same. one thing I would definitely recommend is you want to deal with someone who is familiar with sexual dysfunctions. Going to your church is a beautiful thing, but sometimes you need someone that has that experience specifically in that area to give you different things that you can do. I am giving you my opinion. I'm not a doctor. Again, you can make a more conscious decision as far as what you want to do. Now, this is the girlfriend portion of me talking. As I said before, I have not met anyone who has been in a relationship for the length of time, and I had sex in the length of time, and something wasn't going on. Now, again, here's where the problem is. Most people think that's automatically that he's quote unquote cheating. But you have to ask yourself, in my opinion, cheating is actually the least of your worries, because you and he have not made love in 2 years. There's a serious disconnection going on. So if you and him were to make love tomorrow, that still wouldn't change what has been going on for 2 years. So you really want to find out where is the disconnection coming from. And you have to be emotional. Men, although we have been taught that they are insensitive, many men really they're not. You need to express yourself in a way where you're compassionate. You can't say, I'm tired of this and this ain't working for me and you can't get it up. You can't come to him like that, because he's just as devastated as you are. So you want to be emotional. You want to say, okay, we haven't made love in 2 years. I miss us. What can we do to make this work again? Be quiet and listen. See what he says. A great thing that you've already said is that he said he's willing to do whatever it takes. So if he's willing to do whatever it takes, you want to have a plan of action in place. So you are the one who is leading the way to the things you want him to have done. Depending on how he reacts, again, that tells you what some of the problems you could be having. After you have that intimate conversation with him, seek a counselor who specifically deals with sexual dysfunctions and also has helped people maintain marriages. While you are seeking counseling, you actually want to evaluate yourself. Has something about you changed that he once loved? It could be weight. It could be the tension that he feels because he's over the road now, that keeps him away. It could be that he is seeing someone else again. I always tell ladies, don't just, oh my God, he's seeing someone else and it's over, because if you don't know your part in this, you leave him, you'll get with someone else and have the same identical problem, and you don't want to do that. And many things can be fixed, and especially if you have children, you have things together, that is hard to build back up. So again, before you make a final choice without writing the facts down, you want to just remember that. The only problem I think that you're going to have is once you find out what is really going on, what are you going to do with the information? And if you choose to stay, now what? Again, if you don't set things in place to make this transformation, you're going to have this connection problem again. And so it really kind of defeat the purpose to be there if you and he are not communicating. So you see what I'm saying? The least of your problems is him having an affair. There are so many things between you and him that needs to be corrected. That's the least of your problem. And you'll have some girlfriends, girl, you should leave him. You ain't had sex with him in 2 years. You don't know what he been doing, what he has. And that is true. But think about it this way again. You've been with him based on what you say. No sex for 2 years. So whatever he has, you already have it. Or just think about it. 2 years you haven't done anything, you're safe. So what is 4 to 5 more months of you actually writing things down, you changing your state of mind, trying to find out how you can be a better person, how you can bring out the best in him, while you can keep your relationship together, keep your family together. What's 5 months of research and you making a better factual decision versus an emotional decision? I hope that makes sense to you. You want to use a vibrator, by all means, use a vibrator. There's nothing wrong with that. Your sex drive and his sex drive will hardly ever be the same on the same day at the same moment. There's nothing wrong with pleasing yourself. Men do it too. In regards to you cheating or quote unquote having an affair, you have to look at it this way. That's not going to solve anything. That's not going to make you and he fall in love. That's not going to make you and he make love. If anything else, that's going to compound a problem. So I always say, try to fix a problem before you create a problem. Wouldn't even think about leaving yet. You'll want to work on what I said initially, and you'll be amazed. It can actually probably be fixable if you and he are willing to make a lot of sacrifices, not just him, but you too. So I'm going to equip you with the information that you need to make your own decision. So no matter what the outcome is, you're going to be okay. So now let's look and see what the village says. You can join the weigh-in by signing up on our webpage, VSGseries.com. You can also go to the page, What Would You Do If? But if you sign up and become part of our email list, you'll be the first one to receive the questions, and also this will be opportunity to submit your own question. First question was, is it too late to repair their relationship? 50% said yes, because it's been so long and nothing has appeared to change. The other 50% said no, it is not too late. If you both are willing to try, anything is possible. Next question, is he cheating or do you think he has a medical condition? 100% of the village said he is cheating and this is a cover-up. Next question, what do you think is her best option? 50% chose A, divorce or feel this way forever or until he leaves her for someone else, and he will make sure he does after he learns how to maintain his erection. The other 50% of the village chose C. In this instant, cheating might be your best option. If everything else is good, then get your affection from someone else. The option that no one chose was B, get counseling ASAP and see where it goes. Next question, what should she be most concerned with? 50% of the village said the fact that it has been this long and nothing has been done between the two of them yet. The other 50% said that she should be concerned because she is making excuses for him because she really fears the truth is not what he say it is. The option that no one chose was A. That was his health should be their first concern. So these are all the things that the village suggests. Become part of the village and do your own weigh-in in your survey. And if you would like to leave a comment on what you would do differently or encouraging words, make sure you post it on our YouTube. Thank you for your participation and look out for the next dilemma.